All right, welcome back to the Slice Fight Network. We're here with Kalob Adair, who's going to be making his boxing debut September 16th at the Booneville Beatdown. How you doing today, Caleb?
I'm doing all right. How you doing, Tim?
Doing good, man. Saw you getting some good rounds in here tonight. Give us your thoughts on your preparation in camp for this fight.
Yeah, it's been putting a lot of work in. I've only been doing boxing for 2, 3 months now, so definitely a lot of new things going on. But I feel like I'm just trying to soak in everything a day at a time. And I've been bouncing around, going to Booneville Martial Arts Academy up in Booneville on Wednesdays, and the rest of my days I spent here at New Albany MMA. And man, Tim, you guys have been helping me out a bunch, and Steve has been coaching me up at Booneville Martial Arts. So I've had a lot of different perspectives and stuff to think about.
So tell me, like, what made you get into boxing? Like,
Well, I played college football for a year in Arkansas, and when I got done, man, I kind of left prematurely, like before I was really ready to be done with sports, and so I've just been competitive, and I stay outside and try to fight my friends all the time, put on the gloves and stuff. So I was like, man, I got to compete and do it for real. I couldn't just sit at home.
Right, that you just have that natural competitor in you,
Hmm.
that itch that needs to be scratched, as they like to
It's
say.
basically what it is.
I got you, man. So this is gonna be boxing, right? And so give us your thoughts because you've done some training in MMA, and we're trying to get you an MMA fight locked in. But as far as just the hands, give us some of your thoughts on the difference in boxing training and MMA training.
Well, like with boxing training, it's in my opinion, I feel like it's a lot more technical because you only got two hands to work with. You're not having to throw kicks or takedowns or anything like that. So it's real about the details, the fine details, just where your foot's placed, where you're looking to throw and having a plan. It's almost more like a chess match than anything of what I've seen. So to me, MMA is more being a fighter, a true fighter itself, and being a boxer is more just being smart about it and knowing how to do the right things.
The sweet signs.
Hmm.
facts. So tell us, like, if you would had to pick, like, I know you got a boxing match coming. What you like the most? Like,
I just like to fight. I
mm,
like it all. Like if I can just fight somebody, like that's honestly all I want to do. I don't care if it's Muay Thai, kickboxing. I don't care if it's just getting on the knees and doing some dumb shit. I don't know.
all around guy.
Yeah,
Okay,
all
okay.
around.
All right, man. Uh, so back you back and forth in between Booneville and New Albany. Talk to us a little bit, man, about what you got going on outside of MMA.
Well, outside of MMA, I do photography and videography, and I have a marketing company. It's my photography side is directed by Adair, and then my marketing company is CFM Marketing Group. Stands for Creators from Mississippi. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Creators from Mississippi. Y'all make sure to go follow them. Check that out. Uh, what kind of marketing and media do you do?
Well, right now we just do some simple, Facebook, Instagram marketing on for different businesses. I do game day haircuts right here across the street. I do a lot of their marketing, and then we have a couple places in Oxford that don't want to have their names out, but we have. I think I have 6 clients right now, so I'm just trying to keep steadily growing.
All right, so tell us, like, what can we find you? We want to use your service.
I'm on all platforms. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. It don't matter. Find me on everything. CFM Marketing Group is on everything. Directed by Ed Air is the same on all social media platforms.
All right. Now, Boonville Beatdown, September 16th. Give us some of your thoughts on your opponent.
Well, after looking at my opponent, it looks like he's a rookie as well. He's only been doing it for a little bit of time, but I don't really have much to say besides that he's going to be going to sleep. You know, within the first 2 rounds.
First 2 rounds.
First 2 rounds, he will be asleep.
Okay, so we calling it first 2 rounds. You heard it right here, ladies and
Stamping it.
He's
gentlemen.
stamping it. He's
Yep,
stamping it.
stamping it right now.
Okay, so when we get that highlight reel, it's gonna have a round one or round two,
Yeah,
correct?
exactly.
All right, no decisions around here, baby.
No cap.
All right, man. Now, how can people get tickets to come watch you on September 16th?
So I have a ticket link on my Facebook, but you can go to ticketfighter.com/Booneville Beatdown. So go to my Facebook, probably be the easiest way because it has my specific fighter. You can go buy it under my name. So Kalob Adair, Kalob. It's a little weird, but go to my Facebook page and it's right there. First thing you see.
So, do you have a motivation for fighting? Like, what's your motivation?
I mean, honestly, when I was younger, Conor McGregor got me into wanting to fight. Like, I used to watch Conor McGregor. I used to watch Canelo Alvarez. Like, those are my big two that I just consistently watch ever since I can remember. And my grandfather, he was always a big MMA guy, and then I have had an uncle who's done some fighting as well. So, it's been competing has been a part of my whole entire life. So I just had to find out what exactly I wanted to compete in, and fighting has held my heart since day one.
It just felt natural to step into combat
Mm-hmm.
sports. I could kind of tell that, man. I remember the first day that I worked with you here at the gym, man. You were willing to step in and engage. When a lot of people they like early on, it's like there's an intimidation factor, and
you left my eye bloody for sure. But
do that.
my thing is, I want to fight. I don't care who it is. I don't care how big you are. The bigger the better, because I feel like if I can beat the best guy, then I can beat anybody else.
And that's what people don't know. Like that's the mindset you have to have going into anything in life really, but especially in a combat sport like this, you can't have a second thought. Like it's all instinctive and knowing where you gotta go.
I mean, it started off when I was doing jujitsu, and I was like, dude, like I don't know how to get good fast. Like I'm not a very patient person at all. So I was like, dude, I want to get good. I got to be able to beat these white belts that I'm with. So I just started rolling with black belts and getting absolutely demolished every single day. And it used to make me so mad. But then I'd go roll with the white belts, and I'd like leaps and bounds, just like learn so much more than they had.
yeah, and there's a lot of truth to that because iron sharpens iron.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day at Brian White's when he first opened that gym up over there, man, we had nothing but killers in there with me, Ben Parrish, Daniel Morgan, Wesley Griggs, Brett Hood, Jimmy Lopez. Brian was still in his prime fighting at the time.
Dream team.
Yeah, and man, I mean, we just got in there and we knew you didn't get an easy round.
Mm-hmm.
Every round was a hard round. And that's what molded us into the fighters that we are, is just man, there ain't no cupcake deal.
No.
Like you got to step in, bite down on that mouthpiece and get ready, like win or lose, man, like it's just about getting better, but you always want people to continue to push you. Like once you start, whooping everybody in the room, in the county, in the state, it's like you got to continuously make those progressions, like that's the mindset of someone, becoming the best in the world. It's like first I got to become the best around here. Then I got to be the best in my state. Then I got to be the best in the region. Then I got to be the best in my country. Then I go be the best in the world.
But I mean, that's definitely my end goal. Like I want to be the best fighter that Mississippi's ever seen. Like that's my true goal. I want to be able to make it to the top. I want to be the best that I can possibly be. But I feel like if I'm, it's what Tim says in here, be the hammer, not the nail. But I feel like I've been the nail here long enough that I want to start being the hammer when I get into the ring and start competing and everything like that.
So with being the best, it's a lot of obstacles that you gotta overcome. So first starting off, when you first started a fight, like learning the sport, what was the most frustrating thing you had to learn?
Really, really just patience. How like you can't learn everything in a day. I just my problem is I want to know it all right now, and I want to just learn everything and have it figured out. But like it's really a slow progression, and it's just like a day in day out thing that you have to stay consistent with it, or you're not going to succeed.
Yeah, I think that's one of them. Like that's kind of one of them seeds, like to where frustration plants, and it make me want to be better. Like I come in, dang, I didn't get it today, but tomorrow I'm finna come in and I'm finna exceed in what I didn't do well the day before.
Exactly. And it's like, when I came here, started coming to New Albany, my biggest problem was like, I didn't know a thing about kicking and like my striking. I really hadn't been working on it much. And dude, I was getting absolutely destroyed by Tim every day.
Man, that's normal. That's normal around here. Everybody gets destroyed by Tim.
I compare myself to how well I'm able to compete with Tim. First day he absolutely smoked me, and he can still absolutely smoke me, but he's gonna have to try like maybe 2% harder than he did before.
Yeah, and then he do set the standard here. Like, and I think that's what's gonna make everybody who train here better, like off the rip.
As well as Steve in Booneville, he's helped me a lot as well. He's been showing me a lot on the technical side of things and just really just trying to get my technique cleaned up because, I came in, I was like a rough rock, and he's trying to smoothen me out and, give me everything where I'm fine-tuned and all my striking and everything like that.
So, man, tell us, all right, so come September 16th, when you walk out, what are they going to say? Caleb
Speed Demon Adair. That's what they're calling me right now. But that's subject to change after this fight. We're gonna come up with a new name. We're gonna go to the drawing board.
So, but you do got speed, man. Like,
I got speed, but I feel like it's like a 1950s fighter. Like I feel like I'm coming in, with the paws up and stuff like that. Like that, I need something a little more intimidating.
Where did the name come from, man? Where did the name come from?
In the comment section, put what you think. It should be his nickname, Caleb.
Yeah.
What Adair?
We need to figure that out. But it started off because Hunter Walton, he's the guy who runs the gym at Booneville Martial Arts. And, he's one of those guys, like, he talks like this. He'd be like, hey, Bubba, how you doing? He's a real country guy. And he just said, Speed Demon. And then I didn't really get to say yes or no. He's just, I was Speed Demon later. So
it sounded kind of cooler in that voice, though.
It sounds cooler if I was like a redneck or something like that, Speed Demon later. I would definitely have a good ring to it. But we need to have something a little more intimidating for me. I'm not a scary looking dude, so I got to have it where when they see my name, they at least get a little bit of like jumpiness to him. They're like, oh, this guy looks for real.
Okay, so that's where we're gonna get your help, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section. We might even put a poll up, like in the comments, put what you think his nickname should be. We'll look at all the nicknames y'all suggest, then we'll put a poll up. And will you agree that whatever the fans pick, that's what you'll walk out to this fight?
Yeah, I'll do that. Whatever the fans decide, I'll do that. But as long as it's better than Speed Demon, just make sure I don't sound like I'm from like the 50s or like born 100 years ago. Let's do a little bit of modern stuff. Okay. Like a killer. Cowboy, something like that.
Cowboy killer?
Cowboy killer, yeah.
Caleb tomorrow, bro, man. All right, man. So you gave everybody your social media, how to follow you, how to get the tickets. Where's the venue?
It's going to be in Booneville, Mississippi. It's going to be at the Agri Center. It starts at 6 p.m. We start out with the Beatdown Challenge, where it's going to be a tournament where basically, guys are just going to kill each other. It's like a to-the-death gladiator match, and then I'll be on the card fights right after that. So I'll just be fighting one guy, sadly, this time, but, maybe one day.
All right. Rod, you got anything else, man?
Man, nah, man. Just good luck, man. And
I appreciate it.
I hope the outcome be what you wanted to be.
Absolutely. I appreciate you guys.
Control the outcome. Put in the work ahead of time.
Yep.
Go in there, leave no doubt.
Be the hammer, not the nail.
That's right. Kalob Adair. I'm going to spare you on that one, man. Kalob Adair, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go follow him. Make sure September 16th, you check him out at the Booneville Beatdown.
Be there, be loud, and be proud.
Appreciate it, my man. Thanks for
you guys.